B-Max Audio Adventure, BJJ365. I've been off for nearly 3 weeks. I think it's been 20 days since I recorded my last podcast. And it feels like an eternity. So here I am. It's been a crazy 3 weeks though, man. I got a lot to say about all of it, and I'm sure I'll be spilling all of that in the coming weeks. But spent a week in Ireland, flew to England, spent a week in England. Then I flew home, and the next morning, as soon as I got home, I got up early and I flew out to Sao Paulo, Brazil. And I'm actually coming to you now from the airport in Bogota, Colombia. You hear how I tried to say Colombia instead of Colombia, like I normally would say, because they got all these souvenirs here that say it's Colombia, not Colombia. You know, it's no U in this thing. But I've got a layover here. I just, like the flight that I had to get myself back, I ended up with a 14-hour layover at the airport here in Bogota. And it's actually not that bad. I got a nice little spot off to myself here. New season of Ozark is out on Netflix, so, you know, it's not going too poorly. But I know there's a lot of background noise. Hey, I wish this lady would shut up. Hush, woman. But she won't, so we're just going to push through. Push. Got to be a part of my first UFC event. Not the first time I've been to one, but the first time I've been involved in the inner workings of one. And it was a very surreal experience. Like, I made a post this morning on Instagram. Like, you remember that scene from Wayne's World where Wayne and Garth, they get backstage passes to Alice Cooper. And they get backstage and they meet Alice Cooper and they go, "Yeah, we're backstage with Alice Cooper. We're not worthy. We're not worthy." Well, last night I was backstage before a UFC event with Ben Saunders, who I was doing the corner work with. I hung out with the main event all weekend, Eric Anders, who's a close friend of mine, and his team, Chris Conley, Matt Elkins. They're from SBG down in Birmingham, Alabama, Spartan Fitness. And, dude, I was hanging out backstage with Evan Dunham, Dan Henderson, Pedro the Rock Hizzo. It's like, I don't know. I would say, you know, that it's, I don't know. I just never expected, it just was never on the radar. So to say it's surreal almost implies that I had a dream that I would be here one day. But that's not really true. It was never really even in the equation that I would be doing stuff like this. Dude, I was supposed to be, you know, I don't know, just a dude from Lawrence County. Just a, you know, get up, go to work, come home, do the same thing every day. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not the way I wanted to do things. And so I started pursuing other stuff. And I don't know, man. I didn't expect it to be working with Ben Saunders. I'll tell you that much. But here I am, man. And it's a blessing, like, beyond anything I can really describe to you guys. Life is weird, but it's awesome. And I hope that you guys, whatever you're doing, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're up to, I hope that you're really grabbing life by the tail and not just, you know, chasing your dreams or whatever. That's super important. But I also hope that you're soaking in the moments, because that's what the dreams are made of. They're just made of these little moments that pass. And you know, it's easy for it's easy for us to live on our phones, to live on our Instagram, to, you know, to see the world through a picture frame, see the world through a camera lens. But I really tried to make a little more effort during this trip to not do that, and to instead to soak in the things that were happening around me, to look people in their eyes, to listen more intently, to look around, to draw the air a little more deeply and a little more fully. And it's been an amazing experience, man. I got so much to say. Got a lot to say about all the training. I've trained in, multiple countries. I don't know how many different gyms I've trained at. Brazil, I mean, I rolled with more black belts in Brazil in the last week than I probably rolled with last year total. So it was nuts, man. But the main thing is I'm coming home and I'm happy to get back to work. I feel very focused on the task that I have in front of me. I feel reinvigorated. I feel motivated to do a better job as a husband, as a father, as a businessman, as a coach, and as a practitioner than I've ever done before. And this is just the beginning for me. So thank you guys. Thank you for everything. All the love and support that you guys give me is it's overwhelming, and I appreciate you more than you could ever know. Don't forget to go check out Toehold. Don't forget to check out my website, brandonmc.ninja. All the good stuff. I'll save the plugs for the next podcast when I can sit down at the desk, but make sure you support Toehold because they do such a great job supporting us. And in the meantime, I'm out of here. Love you guys.